All right, welcome back to Random TV Reviews. I'm your girl, Lynette.
I'm your boy, Stanley. What's up?
Y'all, so sorry about Empire not being up last night. See, what had happened was we had to run out, got stuck on the interstate for like 3 hours. Didn't get home until after 11 o'clock. I get up at 5 a.m. to go to work, so.
Yeah, so we had to bring it to tonight, but we're ready to bring it at you right now.
All right, so if you're new, welcome. If you're old, coming on back, welcome back. But we're going to get on into it. It's Without a Country, episode 2 of season 2, Empire. I don't know what I just watched, y'all. I'm just going to tell y'all. I don't know.
Epic. Crazy.
Woo.
Mess my head up.
Yeah. So let's get right on into it. Like Rock says, shall we? We ended up, I like how when it transitions right from where it left off at. When Mimi double-crossed them last week, where she was like, I'm on Lucius' side with Empire. Mm-hmm. Empire ain't nothing without Lucius. So we pick up with Cookie, not Jamal, Cookie, Hakeem, and Andre walking out of Empire with their stuff packed.
With their corporate America boxes.
Anybody working corporate America know about that?
What about them boxes?
So they're leaving. They was like, deuce.
We out.
Was that a foghorn?
I don't know.
We're in a state of emergency too, y'all. So if y'all hear crazy stuff, don't even worry about it.
Yep.
So they're trying to figure out whether or not they're going to bring Anika along. Cookie ain't feeling Anika, but Hakeem is feeling Anika. So they're going back and forth, back and forth. Cookie said, don't tell her to come over here. Hakeem says, Cookie says it's okay for you to come over here. They end up back at Ghetto A Studios, y'all.
Yep.
I'm glad because last week I thought they were trying to lose us with what we fell in love with on last season. It's like all these cameo appearances starting to take away from the show. Yeah. So I'm glad they went back to Ghetto A Studios with the guy with the bowl of cereal.
Yeah. Eating his Fruit Loops.
Eating his goddamn Fruit Loops. Just like he was last. So I was so happy to see that.
In a big old mixing bowl. That's some country stuff for you right there, boy.
Daggone right. He don't care what you do. You can shoot him. He's still eating his cereal.
Still eating that cereal.
So, we get to the part where we see Lucius in jail. He's in the med place. I can't think what the name of it is, but he is supposed to get his meds because y'all know he doesn't have ALS. He has something else.
Yeah. Something
that has to do with his breathing, and I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. But his document that releases his medicine has
magically disappeared.
I said, something up with this. They're trying to kill him.
Yeah, they're trying to kill him up in them bowels.
So the guard was like, I can't give you the medicine without the form. He was like, you see me in here every day, every week?
Yeah.
And you can't give me my medicine? You know I'm supposed to get this day. That's just like in real life, y'all. Like, didn't you just see me last month?
That's how the doctors did.
So he was like, look. And the guard was like, hey, don't make me break the glass.
Yeah.
Don't make me break the glass. I've been trying to be cool with you, but don't make me break the glass. Y'all know what that's from. So Lucia's like, in so many words, I don't want no trouble.
Yeah.
But the guy said, well, I really do suggest that you call your lawyer on this.
They let him know.
Let him know.
Yeah, that somebody was double crossing him and tried to set him up.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got anything else about it?
No. Keep the cameras
rolling. All right.
So
we go to Jamal's fabulous house, y'all.
That joint is tight too.
Yeah, and I actually thought he was at Empire, but then they later on said that they were at his house. He's on a talk show, televised talk show, spilling the tea, and he's singing live, which I love because we fell in love with that last season. His boyfriend, he's over there. He done fixed up a gourmet meal for everybody. They smiling, cheese, and whatever. I do not know why they were having this interview because it all went relationship based.
Yeah, he tried to bring it back on track though, cause she was taking it all. What about how you feel about all the women wanting you and got your attention and the men and all that stuff? That's what freaking reporters do. That you just made.
Yeah, and then they pulled him in. It was his name, Michael.
Yeah.
Pulled Michael, and it was like he's just so happy to have you. And Jamal was like, no, I'm happy to have him. So he was trying to bring it back, but goddamn Cookie walks in. Excuse me, y'all. Hey, boo.
Yep.
I need to see my son. in only the way that Cookie could do it.
Shoot, Jamal should have been like James Brown when they tried to do that on his daggone interview.
Only in America.
He said, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about music.
I'm in love. From night to night, you call me. So, Cookie takes Jamal out on the balcony, I guess. I don't know. Took him out somewhere. And pretty much was telling him, look, I need you to release Hakeem's album. And he didn't answer her, so I thought he meant yes, because silence is a form of agreement. But he didn't answer her. So
he ain't say nothing. He just smiled.
I think that he didn't want to act a butt because spilling the tea was there.
Yeah.
So she said, well, come on, walk me out and show him how good of a boy you can be to your mama.
They walked through there with their fake smiles and, yeah, this is my greatest mom and da 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 da.
And she goes to get in the elevator and she turns around and looks at him and said, oh, by the way, me, Andre, and Hakeem are starting our own company. That's how you do it.
See, you weren't supposed to tell him that until after he gave the album back.
Right, it was a cookie.
Yeah, come on. Why are you going to tell him now? Get the album back first, then throw him out there like let him know what you're doing. Right. That was dumb. Dumb.
So next scene, Lucius is out in the yard. He had his full T.I. You know how T.I. wears that T-shirt on his head?
Mm-hmm.
He had that on, and he out there spitting. Just like in Hustle and Flow.
Yep.
I'm like, get it. Then, you know, they got the different inmates chiming in on it. And then we pans over, and there is none other than
Ludacris.
And he's like, I can't even look at Luda, because ever since he played that Elf.
And Fred, remember that movie Fred Claus? And every time he kept on playing Here Comes Santa Claus, he said, everybody come on and get a good hit. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa. I can't get that image out of my head. Every time I see him, he look like that elf. And that DJ Booth.
So,
ooh.
Lucius gets the coughing and can't breathe and all of that, because, you know, he hasn't had his medicine. So everybody's concerned. Luda, I don't even know what his name was on here, because I didn't care.
I think he was just
But it's Luda. So he comes over and he's being the biggest jerk ever.
Mm-hmm.
Was like, this my table, this my basketball.
My new paper. I own this.
And it was like,
you don't know who you messing with, don't you?
So Lucius was like, I'm good. But he gave him that look like,
you going down.
So I said, this ain't over.
Nah.
So we go back to Getaway Studios where they're holding auditions. Because Hakeem has come up with a great idea to start a
female group.
3-part female group.
Yeah.
And what the heck was that?
Fly. Roll camera.
First girl was busted. Second girl could sing her tail off.
Sing her hampas off.
She is the Latin version of The Game's best friend. I cannot remember her name, but the rapper The Game, his best friend. Look at her, look at that girl. They look just alike, just in different shades, I swear. But the girl can sing, and of course Hakeem, he checking the whole
kit and caboodle.
Package.
Yeah.
So he mentioned to the girl that, okay, you might be good for the group, and she was like,
what group?
I don't do groups.
I didn't see the group on there.
On Instagram. Fine print.
Yeah.
Everything on Instagram is fine print. It's this big. So the other girl was like, yeah, it was on there. But why the girl behind Hakeem looks just like Cookie?
Yeah.
I was like, is that Cookie with her hair bushed out? She looks just like Cookie.
She did.
Y'all let me know if y'all caught that. I was like, is she her niece or something in real life? Because I swear to God, she looks just like her. And don't too many people look like Taraji in real life, you know.
I ain't seen nobody look like her.
Yeah, because she has a distinct look.
Yeah, so that little chick got pissed off and she started speaking in Spanish. You know how they do it? When they get all pissed off, they don't speak in English no more.
So in other words, she said, let me translate. In other words, I'm going to make it with or without you.
Yeah, and then walked off.
So Andre walks in, Because Andre is I told y'all he got 2 episodes to go crazy.
Yeah.
So Andre's like, what is going on?
You supposed to check in with us before you do this.
We're partners.
We're partners.
I said,
hey, there it is.
Andre. All right. So, we get back to the scene where Lucius tells Luda, look, this ain't the way to get your demo out, dude. If this is what you really want, you going about it all the wrong way. So he's like, I ain't trying to get no demo out, whatever. Pretty much, I'm just pushing my weight.
Yeah.
I really don't know what it was. So, this is the scene where Luda let us know that he had something to do
with that medicine.
With that medicine.
Yeah.
I said, Lucius gonna kill you.
Yeah.
He gonna kill you.
Because he was talking about some trying to get him to calm down or something like that.
He said that I don't know if it was then or now, whatever. I'm making you not get your medicine because I want you to cop a guilty plea. I want you to plead guilty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that wasn't gonna work. Lucius don't die.
He said, because I am God. When he stood in front of that mirror, I was like,
all right.
So we're still having this beef between Anika and Cookie. Anika ain't feeling Cookie, but she there with Hakeem. Is she still messing with Hakeem, y'all?
I think she is.
Please answer that for me.
She got to be.
So
she got to be.
So Cookie was like, she does know something about marketing. She said, you know something about pharmaceuticals. And she said, look, if it weren't for me doing pharmaceuticals, you would still be on your knees because you be marketing that A. I said, yeah.
She got up and walked out on that one. She couldn't say nothing about that one.
No, and Hakeem wants to name his group the freaking Rainbow Sensations.
They was like, that's whack.
Cookie was like, it's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I said, thank you for saying that.
That sounds like a new bag of Skittles.
Yeah. So then we got Jamal goes to the prison and he's just a hummingbird to Lucius.
Sitting telling everything.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, so he tells him about the album and how they pretty much walked out of Empire. They were trying to start their own or whatever. So Lucius was like, I'm going to drop a joint in the joint.
It's like,
he said,
house of the flower.
Give me a laptop, a mini twister, and a step up. I don't know what any of those are. And Jamal was like, yeah. I was like,
yeah.
Only you, Lucius, can have a laptop in your freaking room, in your freaking cell.
Yeah, you got a freaking flat screen TV on the wall, so why not?
Yeah. Encased in aluminum foil. So then, Purple Boy, the lawyer, turns up. He was sitting at a table
with some other people helping them out,
and then he just
turned to their table.
I'm from Guam. I think you need my help.
Had my card, slip his card on it.
So the guard was like, no
cross talk.
Yeah,
no cross talk.
I was like, what is happening here? So he pretty much tells him, I'm from Guam. No different than any other college, just different locations.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, your lawyer ain't doing skit for you, so
yeah.
might as well
give me a shot.
So they started joning on him by his clothes. They was like, there's so many words. My clothes ain't got nothing to do with me. Get your tail off out of here.
Yeah.
So Jamal was like, Dad, you may want to, consider it. So Lucius tells Jamal, give him a call. Set up an appointment with him. I said, yeah, anybody that come to jail dressed like a grape,
yeah,
do something with them. We get to this next scene, y'all. I need y'all to help me, because what the heck did Tiana have on?
Because first I just thought she was just in complete drawers, but she had some kind of tight leggings, whatever. I don't know.
She looked like she dove into Grandma's brown sugar stockings.
That way it probably was. That way they probably
was.
Like
she just went feet first into one leg of the brown sugar stockings. I couldn't. I was like, what? And at first I thought she was with the girl group that Hakeem was, but she was doing her own thing.
I know she don't want that group. Yeah, it was.
And Hakeem was like, I want you to be the girl group and the head of the girl group. She said, I'm the head.
Already head now. So
I don't need
more
you.
what I already got.
Right.
But I still think she would do it for Hakeem, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she loves him.
Mm-hmm.
So, Getaway Studios. Hakeem goes outside, and we see this car pull up like Pinky, y'all. Jamal rolls the window down. Get in. I said, you were not your dad, man. But he get in. He told him, I want you back at Empire. I'll give you your album and I will push that joker if you come back to Empire. At the same time, Cookie comes outside and she looks in the car, see both of them in the back seat.
And he wind the window up.
Pulled off.
That's some Lucius stuff for you,
she
right there.
She should have shot him. I'm sorry. She should have shot him. That would have made the episode if she had shot at him.
That would, oh my God.
But she didn't shoot at him, y'all. So
maybe Lee Daniels might do that in another episode.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And Jamal let Hakeem know that Dad wants you at Empire. Why does Dad have so much weight on everything? But whatever. Hakeem is in the bathtub with the Latino girl, which we knew it.
I knew it.
We knew it.
Uh-huh.
Somebody has said on something, because I tried not to watch anything today because I didn't want it to cross over into my thing, but somebody said Hakeem has had white, black, and Latina in 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. I said, well, yeah, that is true. And old.
Player.
Yeah. So Andre's wife goes to talk to Jamal, which we always know that she has something up her sleeve. Always. She's calculated.
Yep.
Everything has a meaning. So she talks to Jamal about how miserable Andre is without Empire.
Something that he already knew.
Which he already knew that. And Jamal was like, to be honest with you, I would hand these keys over to him right now if I could. But I can't. Mm-hmm. I would love to have Andre back on the team. And she was like, please talk to him. Don't let him know I'm here. And this is when she rubbed it in thick. I said, this wench gonna seal the deal with the pregnancy.
With the pregnancy.
I'm
pregnant. Right on up.
He said, he turned into Benny off of the have it and have not.
He sure did. He softened right on up.
I'm gonna be an uncle. Uncle Jamal. Uncle Jamal. And she was like, yeah. She gave him a hug and she was like,
she just played you, fool.
I said,
she played you.
Yeah.
But Jamal don't know the games he be playing though. Mm-hmm. He don't. Lucius know the games.
Right.
Nah, but he don't know the game.
So get back to the scene where Lucius is back at medical. I cannot think of the name of it for the sake of my life.
Prison hospital.
Yeah, basically.
Prison hospital. Let's call it prison hospital. PH.
Goodbye. And the door opens and magically his medicine appears. And he said,
compliments of your lawyer.
Your lawyer thirsty. I said, is that his name? He said, compliments of your lawyer thirsty. So he looks, it's like, then all of a sudden we see him walking down this hall. I said, what they get ready to do to him?
He said, turn left.
Turn left. And then he opens the door to this storage closet and this big dude.
The way he looked, he thought he was being set up to get jumped. Cause he looked at that door, he said, he jumped back.
I would have thought I'd be a jump.
I would jump back too if I see that big dude.
He goes through the door. The guys was like, hey! You ready to drop these beats? The hell?
What? What happened?
Did that fly go in my mouth?
I don't know. So yeah, they had all the freaking equipment. They had the freaking Apple laptop. They had the little drum pad. Had the little freaking little mini keyboard going on. It had the freaking 1979 mic. Y'all see that?
And he went right at... Only thing he needed from Hustle the Flow was them curlers.
Yep.
He had the white boy on the mixers.
Yep.
And he had the black dude on the sound. He had a little.
They needed to put the freaking
The fan and the lava light.
and the freaking things on the wall. The freaking
the egg crates.
The egg crates on the freaking wall.
It says hard out here for people.
If he did that, I would have just fell out on the floor. Boom.
They should have crossed that over into that, man. I would have died.
They probably couldn't get the rights to it. They didn't get the rights to it. They didn't want to be sued.
So they wrote a song called Snitching A.B. Yeah, I know I don't cuss. This would be the perfect time to cuss. Snitching A.B. And they killed it.
Killed it.
And then here come the goddamn Luda. And he said, oh, we were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you.
I said, you play too much. You play entirely too much. So, we get to the scene where Luda is leaving for his shift, I guess. And this car pulls up on him. Somebody comes
Nah, you missing the part.
What?
You missing the part that moment at first they throw him in the hole.
Oh, yeah, he threw him in the hole.
Throw him in the hole and talking a whole bunch of stuff through the goddamn hole. And I can't remember all that he was saying, but in so many words, he thought he had to up and up on Lucius.
Yeah, Lucius told him, said, one thing about me and you that's different is you make mistakes and I
don't. You heard him shut the thing.
And that's what we pan over to. Car pulls up on him. Somebody rolls around the side of his vehicle, chokes him out, hit him in the face.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Said, we don't know what you're talking about.
Where's the music?
The music.
Then the next scene, I had to pause it. I had to get myself together. Then I had to rewind it and look at it again and get myself together again.
God darn.
Thirsty. When I seen the car, I said, Stanley, that's the
lawyer right there. That's the lawyer. Driving that goddamn deuce in the corner.
He won't drive. He was in the back.
Well, riding that freaking deuce in the corner.
They hit that corner.
I swear, God, Pinky was driving that goddamn car.
All he needed to say was, who said you know? I said, oh my God. He had a little Band-Aid on his face. What happened to him? And he took the laptop. We know what that's going to be about in a few shakes, though.
Mm-hmm.
I said, this car, though, I was done. I said, and only the way that he could do it.
Yep.
So, Hakeem tells Jamal, he tells Cookie, I'm not going back to Empire.
I'm done.
Dad pretty much done did it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. My brother turned his back on me. We just gonna be in it by ourselves in so many words. So I said, darn, Hakeem is acting more grown up than Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get it.
It's like, wow.
Then he tells Andre and them that he leaked his album online. Andre was like, he went crazy again.
Yeah.
Do you know they will sue you?
Sue the draws off of us.
I said, stop.
I'm done.
Stop.
I'm out.
I'm done. I'm done. If he would have started saying, Andre can fix it. Andre, I was like, there you go.
There it is.
I said, Andre coat was so tight, y'all.
Indeed it was.
Yeah. A fitted tight coat at that.
So he gonna run it out of there and freaking Cookie ran up behind him.
Yeah.
Pretty much trying not to get him to leave. He was like, Mom, I'm done. I didn't do all that hard work for this.
I agree with
Which I understand. You know, he gave it his whole life to start Empire with his dad. Hoping one day to be the CEO. I wouldn't let him be no CEO of my company. He better flipped out and burnt the whole goddamn place down. Give away all the throwing basketballs. Give away all the records. Nah, he too crazy. And he don't like taking his medicine? Nah. Nah, we know all about that.
Yeah. So we go to the scene where Andre goes to visit Lucius. I think this is the first time we've seen Andre at the jail. And he goes to visit Lucius. And he tells Lucius that I want to be at Empire.
Please.
Can you please forgive me?
Lucius said, so you still going to church and you still believe in God? He said, yeah, Pops. Yeah, I'm still there. He said,
It's not funny.
It ain't funny, but it's funny. He said, So have God forgive? No, he said no.
You better pray to God that He forgives you, because
I don't.
sure in the hell don't.
I don't. God.
I said, Lucius.
And freaking, he been the good one. He been the one that's been on his side through thick and thin, and he won't let him come back. So I don't understand. I'm lost.
So, Andre said, Dad, okay, you hated Jamal. Now he's the CEO. Hakeem slept with your fiance. You forgave him. Why do you hate me?
Yeah.
This is where I rewinded. I looked again. Stella kept saying, I don't get it.
Yeah.
They did a shot where they didn't do a good job at it, but I got it. Where it was Lucius as a baby with his mom.
Yeah.
And his mom was she singing to him or reading to him or something?
Is it singing Itsy Bitsy Spirit?
Yeah. And she goes out into abyss. And then it pans back to Andre. Did y'all catch that? I told Stanley that Lucia's mama must have had a mental illness too. And when he looks at Andre, it reminds him of his mother. Because they had no reason to show that clip at that very moment and for her to be singing and just drift away like that. So it had to be a connection between the mental illness and Andre.
Yeah.
So that's what I got out of it. What did y'all get out of it?
That makes sense though.
And then he came back and he said, I don't hate you.
I don't hate you.
When somebody says that specifically, it means that I'm looking beyond you. I hate whatever I see in you.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah. I hate that thing.
I hate that thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. I might be proven wrong later on. I don't know.
I think that's a good analysis or suspicion or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, y'all know.
Conclusion.
Yeah. So Hakeem goes and tells Jamal, I leaked the daggone album. Jamal turns into Lucius again.
Oh, so that's how we gonna do it now, bro?
He was like, in some of the words, have you remembered any other stuff that you did? He was like, I don't care about you suing me. I hate Empire. I'm leaving.
Yep.
And I'm going over there with Mom. So be it. And it's called Lions Dynasty. And when I sell out Madison Square Garden, I copy y'all a couple of tickets.
He said, you ain't gonna sell out Madison Square. He said, watch me.
Watch. Not yet, but I will.
But I will.
I said, yep. So Cookie and Hakeem, they cleaning up. They got them, they got a whole floor at Getaway Studios now.
Yep.
How big is that place, y'all?
That your collection was about 5,000-6,000 square feet.
Yeah. So I said, well, darn.
Yeah.
So they cleaning up. And while they cleaning up, Whoop That Trick came on the radio. Not Whoop That Trick, but
Lucius' album from prison.
His prison album that the lawyer got on the laptop. Leaked it on the goddamn radio. Cookie said, in so many words, that's your father.
That's your father.
He can make stuff happen wherever he had it.
Yeah,
How
did he drop an album in prison? How did he do that?
She said, that's your daddy.
That's your dad.
She said, the bad thing about it, it's hot.
It's hot.
I said, dirt.
Yeah, it was tight. They rocked that thing out, boy.
So, then we get to this last scene where daggone Lucius has finally got a bail hearing.
Woo!
And his lawyer ain't there.
They waiting on him.
The judges get ready to throw it out and send your black tail right back to jail. All of a sudden, I hear, I'm here. You know how Mike Epps ran in that room on Friday when Pinky came through the door? He's like, I'm here. So the lawyer
come through the door with Jericho juice dripping.
So the lawyer comes in. He said, the court still validates, right? Everybody laughing. So he says, here's the document.
Here's the new evidence.
Here's the new evidence. So the lady, I can't remember her name.
The one with the cheap shoes.
Yeah, cheap shoes. She was like, I know you're not going to give him the evidence and don't give me a copy. So she gives him a copy. He gives her a copy. The judge's face started to break.
Oh.
I said, what the world? Lucius looked at him dead in his eyes. He started looking at pictures of himself being Jim Cryered
Yeah.
From the have and the have-nots. He got bald. He in bondage.
Yeah, the ball in his mouth and the leather outfit on.
I said.
So somebody done caught you doing the kinky.
And
you don't want it to be leaky.
He said, I don't see Mr. Alliance being a flight risk. We'll say this bill $1 million. Court is adjourned.
Yep.
That lady went off. She was like, oh!
This is not fair.
Lucius looked at him said. The lawyer looked at him said. And that is the end of this episode, at least.
You better say this
season. I know.
We just getting started. No, it can't be the end of the season.
But y'all don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's have a dialogue underneath, especially about the mama.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that scene? And what y'all think about this episode? I'm sorry it's late, but better late than never.
We think this is a great episode.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm excited. I told Lynette I live for this show.
And like Mike kept saying, I'll die for this too. That ain't true though. He said, I'll die for this S too.
All right, y'all.